know me, it's that MIC. Welcome back to this, the Mr. Impact Craig YouTube channel. Back once again to this time discuss and review this past TNA Impact episode on Access TV. A lot went down, including 2 Slammiversary qualifier matches, tag team action, new challenges for championships, knockouts, singles, you name it, it went down. But before we get into any of that, I'd just like to ask you, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, follow me here, there, everywhere, drop a like on the video, go check out my previous videos, and I appreciate your support. As I said in the previous video, I'm on the road to 50 subscribers. It means a lot that you're here watching this, and just please, if you feel like it, please hit subscribe. It does go a long way, and it really helps to build what I'm doing here. So I appreciate you. But without any further ado, let's get into TNA Impact from this Thursday on Access TV and TNA Plus. We opened up with Gia Miller standing in the middle of the ring, announcing that she had a guest, that being the Knockouts World Champion, who had a lot to say in Jordynne Grace. Out comes Jordynne, seemingly ready to compete, and lets the world know that she's spoken to Santina Marella, and Santina's agreed, a contract's been signed, that Ash by Elegance will have a Knockouts World Championship match tonight. Out comes Ash, and of course the personal concierge wearing a neck brace, which is, I love that stuff. But they have some news for Jordynne Grace, claiming that she didn't read the fine print, or her lawyers didn't read the fine print, and that match will happen. It will be Jordynne Grace versus Ash by Elegance for the Knockouts World Championship, but not tonight. It will be at Slammiversary, and Ash by Elegance will be taking some time off in the Bahamas to prepare for this upcoming match at Slammiversary. Didn't mind it, very good segment, not overly keen on the match happening, especially at Slammiversary, but maybe that's more down to the fact, again, it may be me wanting something else, and despite there being no hints towards it, apart from a liked tweet every now and again, or a remark of a match, but I'm assuming a lot of people did feel like maybe Natalya will be facing Jordynne Grace at Slammiversary. Not to be, it will be Jordynne Grace versus Ash by Elegance. And yeah, Jordynne Grace attacked, well, Ash by Elegance tried to get her private security to remove Jordynne Grace. Didn't go to plan. Jordynne's battered the security guards. And yeah, we didn't wait too much longer though. Santino came out to try and stop Jordynne from doing it, and said that the show has to go on. Out comes one half of the Knockouts World Tag Team Champions in Masha Slamovich, accompanied by Alicia Edwards. Jordynne and Masha have a little brief stare down, which, by the way, is a match I'm more interested in than Jordynne versus Ash. But yeah, Masha is soon followed by her opponent in Xia Brookside. Jordynne Grace gives a little nod to during her entrance. Then we get the match. Masha versus Xia Brookside. An okay match. As I said in the preview, not the biggest Xia Brookside fan. And yeah, I mean, for me, the part I like most about Xia Brookside is her entrance theme. That's because I'm pop punk at heart. I thought the match was fine. Nothing really special. Of course, Lish got involved. Yeah, fine. Masha wins with the snowplow. Again, nothing to write home about really. Decent match. Didn't see it going any other way. And Masha picks up a win. Yeah, it just happened. Then we head backstage, and yeah, you bump into First Class. Rich Swann, AJ Francis, and the returning DJ Who Kid. Rich talks about his match coming tonight against Nick Nemeth in the main event in the Road to Slammiversary match, the qualifier. Talking about how they'll hold the Digital Media Championship and the TNA World Championship. But Who Kid has a delivery for AJ Francis. Pulls out the International Heavyweight Wrestling Championship. Since back in the day, PCO was after that title and held that title along with many more legends in wrestling, and declares himself the new international. AJ Francis declares himself the new international heavyweight champion, international heavyweight wrestling champion, which I don't mind. I like it. It's it suits AJ Francis quite well, I think, and be interesting to see what they do with it. But I'm good with it. I'm all good with it. Come back from with the break, if you watch on Access, and it's Spitfire backstage, waiting for, I thought would be Santino Marella, but it turns out to be Lars Fredriksson. Spitfire thinking they're going to get this conversation will be about the rematch for their Knockouts World Tag Team Championships. Turns out it's for Lars to tell them that their next and final challenge will be to face each other in singles match. So next week we have Danny Luna versus Jody Threat in singles match to see if they're back on the same page. Second time this has happened with a tag team. Different circumstances slightly, but still quite very similar. Cool. See what happens next week. That's all there was on that. Then we go back to the ring with Campaign Singh standing in the middle of it because it's time for Mustafa Ali's State of the Union address to address the controversy surrounding his the video that surfaced at Against All Odds where he badmouths his hometown. Ali, using the language of the innocent, of course, stating that that video was fake news and AI generated. And that was the end of the matter, because, yeah, that was it. But then he moves on to this subject of his next challenger for the X Division Championship. The camera pans to some fans who are chanting, "We want people, we want people." Ali addresses them, saying that Speedball couldn't hang with him, and that's why he's not ducking him, and blah de blah de blah. These fans continue to persist chanting Speedball, and then Ali demands for them to be removed from the building. Out comes security to try and remove these fans. But one of them throws a drink over Ali. Ali snaps, drags him over the barrier, and just beats him down, puts him in the ring, beats him down again, until Mike Bailey makes a save, along with Trent Seven. Speedball and Ali brawl for a little bit, as well as Campaign Singh and Trent Seven, and the private security for Ali, and the company security. They get separated. Ali runs around the ring, takes one more shot at Speedball. Speedball grabs the X Division Championship, holds it up high, before Ali gets back in the ring and challenges Speedball to a match for the X Division Championship in Slammiversary, stating that Speedball ruined his homecoming, so now the champ is going to ruin Speedball's homecoming in Montreal for Slammiversary. Looking forward to the match. It's clear as where they're heading. But given the contract situation, I don't know whether Speedball will win. He should, and that's likely where we're heading to. But it'd be interesting. I did enjoy the segment. Ali is very entertaining. The little mannerisms of the politician thing I'm here for it. He leans into the character so well, and I'm all good with it. I think it makes for an interesting character, and I've been enjoying this run for Ali as the X Division champion. Sorry, but I'm intrigued to see where it goes next. Very good segment, and yeah, I'm all good with it. Once again, come back from the break. We had, oh no, excuse me. So next up we have triple threat tag team action of the ABC defeating the team of Dina, Jake Something, and the Rascals. All three teams in the ring. Rascals are ringside. Cody Dina gets the mic and says, because Santino's so happy that the Dinas are teaming up again and back in the tag team division, that he thinks if Dina and Something win, they should be in line for a tag title shot. But once again, it's not his choice, it's not Santino's choice, it's the people's choice. Rascals rebuttal, the standard heel return of, why would you want to listen to anyone in Chicago? Everyone knows it sucks, blah 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 blah. ABC, Ace says two things are going to happen. That the Rascals are going to lose, and then Ace gets the mic, kneels down into the ropes, which I thought was a good touch because I didn't clock what was going to happen next. Ace states that it's going to start now, and Bay just jumps over the ropes and takes both Rascals out, and it starts with a brawl before Dina and Trey get in the ring and start the match. Very good match. I honestly wasn't expecting it to be so good. I don't necessarily know why when you've got the element of ABC and the Rascals, and Jake Something as well, who is just on a tear at the minute. I'm all for it. I think Jake Something, maybe the X Division is the way to go for him, because I'm not sure a tag team. I'm not really into the idea of Jake and Dina teaming up again, especially with this people's choice thing. I'm still undecided on it. I don't know what to make of it. It's seeing if the live crowd show, they seem to be reacting to it. I don't know. I'm willing to give it more time, but so far I'm meh when it comes to this. See what happens with it, but because a couple weeks ago Jake turned on Dina and now they're teaming again, I don't get it. But hey, we move, bang over a match. Jake taking almost everyone out besides Chris Bay. The way Jake rolls through the Hurricane Rana from Trey, and then just stops Ace in mid flow as he's about to hit the PK on does a handstand, and then kicks him in the face or in the chest, whatever. Just takes Ace out of that position whilst Ace is balancing on his hand, and throws them at the Rascals. Bay then hits. Bay then gets a springboard up, a left boost from Ace, hitting the Art of Finesse on Something who's halfway in the ropes, before lining up and hitting the 1-2 sweep on Dina for the win. Ace and Bay pick up the win, as probably predicted, which means I'm guessing now ABC will go on to challenge the system for the tag titles in their rematch. Thought they were going to go with the Hardys, but I don't know. I don't know why we're not. I thought the Hardys were right there, and they're not doing the system. I mean, we'll get into that in a little bit because of an announcement Matt made on the show. But if that's all we get of the Hardys versus the system, then okay, sure. But yeah, ABC defeat Dina something and the Rascals. And after that match, we head backstage to the system, who have some things to say. They're not happy with Santino for making this six-way elimination match at Slammiversary for the TNA World Championship. Moose Staten is not worried though, but there is a problem, and that problem is something JDC, Johnny Dango Curtis, can handle for the system, and which he accepts. And of course, they reminded us that you always trust the system. Then we go back to the ring and we have a singles match qualifier on the road to Slammiversary. It is Steve Maclin who defeats Sami Callihan. Started off very quick. Maclin hitting the knee strike, Callihan hitting the cactus driver, Maclin going for the jar headbutt off the top rope. Very fast paced, very, very good match. I mean, it felt quick but not rushed. Both of them hitting big moves, but both kicking out as well. I want to see this match go for longer. I'm a big fan of Steve Maclin, as you probably know, and Sami Callihan. I think those two already have really good chemistry. I know they've competed before in WWE, but I'm not sure how many people can remember that. But yeah, it was a very solid match. I thought they both looked really strong, and for a minute I couldn't call who was actually going to win that. Of course, it was Maclin. Happy it's Maclin. Maclin takes his spot in the sixth way at Slammiversary for the TNA World Championship. Being intrigued to see what Callihan gets up to. Hopefully he's involved in Slammiversary too. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it. They both pulled out big stuff, but in the end it was the KIA again off the middle rope by Maclin to pick up the win. I'm not mad at it, and they show the graphic. Just so far, it's Moose versus Josh Alexander versus Steve Maclin. That's the main event anywhere, and then now you're going to add more people to it. I'm excited for it. Then we move on to Kushida, who defeats Alan Angels. Good match. Nothing I didn't expect. Yeah. Both look good, but beyond that, nothing I can really... I mean, I just watched it and there's nothing I can really pick out besides Kushida forcing Angel's arm, like, and dropping him on his face and the arm on the outside. Kushida wins with the hoverboard lock. Yeah, fun, like, good enough. Then out comes Jonathan Gresham, who jumps Kushida from behind. Forces Kushida's mouth open to, I'm assuming, use that ink again. Thankfully stopped by security in mask and gloves, which and it's probably going to set up Kushida versus Gresham at Slammiversary, and I'm all here for it. I'm liking the Gresham character. Yeah, Kushida getting the vaccine and stuff is interesting, but again, more than willing to give it a chance. Plus, this match is going to be phenomenal. A technical banger. Hopefully we get a Slammiversary. I'm assuming it should be a Slammiversary. But they're building to it. All we're getting is title matches so far, and they need a feud in there. Maclin vs Kushida is... It's just going to be so good. And of course you've got this added side of the octopus. I'm good for it. I think this could be one of my favourite matches. Gresham versus Sabin at Hard to Kill was, and it is one of my favourite matches because of how technical it was. But this one could take it to a whole other level. And there's more of a character element to it with Gresham now. Other than Gresham just being a wrestler's wrestler, the pure wrestler. I'm excited for it. I hope it's that slam, because it's gonna bang. And then backstage, it's Matt and Jeff Hardy and Rebecca Hardy. Matt and Rebecca inform the systems, Alicia and Eddie Edwards, that next week in Philadelphia it will be Matt and Rebecca versus Eddie and Lish in tag team action. Fine. I'm assuming they'll do something fun with it. I haven't seen Rebby wrestle in a few years, not since the Knockouts Knockdown. Excuse me. Yeah, let's see what they do with it. I can't really say more on that until we know. And then we get coming up next week is the last two qualifying matches for the Road to Slammiversary. Joe Hendry takes on Jake Something, and Mike Santana takes on Frankie Kazarian to decide the last two spots in the qualifying match. But now we get to the main event, another Road to Slammiversary qualifying match. It's Nick Nemeth who defeats Rich Swann. Rich having AJ Francis and DJ Who Kid at ringside. Of course, there's some shenanigans between them. Starts off with Francis pulling Nemeth's legs from under him. Nemeth tries to grab him. Francis opens up a can of gin and juice, knocks it over Nemeth's head. Rich gets a pinfall, but doesn't. But Nemeth kicks out with two. More shenanigans going on. The match isn't really. It's flowing, but it's just what's going on outside. That is until Francis grabs Nemeth's head as he's laid out on the mat and goes to punch him, but the referee spots it and throws Francis and Hukit out, and then the match really gets going. They square up, they start punching each other, they start kicking each other. Rich hits the cutter. Rich goes for the 450. The Phoenix Splash. Nemeth hits the Famouser. It's very back and forth, very close call, but in the end, it is Nick Nemeth who picks up the win with the Danger Zone after spiking Rich Swann with the DDT, using a lot of momentum behind it, causing Rich to stand straight back up and then get dropped with the Danger Zone. 1, 2, 3, and Nemeth is going to Slammiversary to compete in this 6-way elimination match. Yeah, bang of a match. know, I think we just saw the winner of that match, of the six-way, in competing that match. But all in all, really, really good match. A really good card. Like last week's TV was a bit, minus the main event, it didn't really land that well for me. This one was considerably better. So had a lot going on. We had confirmation of two Slammiversary matches of Jordan Grace versus Ash by Elegance and Speedball Matt Bailey taking on the X Division champion Mustafa Ali for the X Division Championship. Setting up a few more things for next week. But yeah, all in all, a really solid show. I rated it a lot. Let me know what you thought of this week's Impact. And yeah, on the road to Slammiversary should make for some interesting weeks. And so far the Slammiversary card looks very good. Not overly invested in the Knockouts World title match, but again that might be just like because of my fantasy booking brain of wanting potentially Natalia. But that was never even mentioned. It wasn't even talked about. So, like, it was always going to head to Jordan versus Ash. But yeah, a solid show. Certainly not the best, but not the worst either. So, in wrestling, you got to take what you get, especially when it comes to TV. But yeah, as I said, let me know what you thought. Don't forget to follow me here, there, everywhere. And as I said at the start, I'm on the road to 50 subscribers. We'll try and get there before Slammiversary. So if you haven't already, please hit subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Follow me here, there, everywhere. See my social media here. Same all over the place. And yeah, if you're watching this before this, as this airs on YouTube, tonight on the HCW Show Twitch channel, it's HCW Show Squared, where myself and Dan, aka D Breezy, and maybe a couple of guests will be reviewing this week's NXT, which I still have yet to watch at this point. But that, of course, that'll be up on Sunday as well. So if you're watching this before Sunday, it'll be up on the HCW Show YouTube channel. With that, I've been the MIC. Until next time, goodbye, my friends.